pick a card reading, tarot card reading. We're looking at a third-party situation, your complicated situationship. Maybe there's just too many people involved, but are they going to break up? Are they going to leave the other person and come towards you? That's what we want to know. What's the future of your connection? Do you have a future together? Is it time to let go? Is it time to move on? I'm going to find you your pathways. I'm going to find you your choices. And let's see, are they going to leave the other person and come towards you in today's third party situation spread, tarot reading, all of the things. So we've got pick a card read number 1. And we've got the Bunny Tarot. Pick a card read number 2. We've got the Light Seers Tarot deck. And pick a card read number 3. We've got the Morgan Greer Tarot deck. There may have been a random card that you feel connected to. There may be a deck or the artwork on the deck that you feel connected to. Trust your intuition. Go to the reading that's meant for you. Even if at the last minute you change your mind, you will end up at the reading that you're meant to end up at. If you feel pulled between two different readings, have a little listen to both. There may be a little bit of message in one and a little bit of a message in another. On the whole though, trust your intuition. If you're getting into a reading and it's feeling uncomfortable, it may be triggering. But if you're getting into a reading thinking, nah, this is not making any sense at all, it's not your reading, try another one. If none of these readings make any sense, there's been a reason that you've been brought here to my channel today. There will be a message in one of my readings somewhere. So search Hope Tarot Daily on YouTube, third party situation, and that should bring up all of my third party readings, or the majority of them, and click on the one that you feel connected to the most, if there isn't a message within this one. So there's quite a lot there. I've been here 3 years, so there's over 1,000 readings on my channel, and there's a reason that we've been connected today, and hopefully you'll get something good out of it. It will show you pathways forward. It will show you the choices that you have. So let's do a card selection meditation to open up your energy, to get your energy open so that you're drawn towards the tarot deck that has a message here for you today. If you'd like to close your eyes, push all the air out of your lungs. Take a nice normal breath back in again. Imagine you're in an animation, a Disney animation forest. Maybe Snow White or one of the other ones. Let me know in the comments what other ones are, but not yet. But you're walking through a Disney forest. It's beautiful. It smells of candy. It's absolutely lovely. You can see little places that you want to explore. The trees are welcoming. They've got happy faces on. They're welcoming you through the forest. There's little bunnies. There's little butterflies. And you're just following the path through and you're exploring. And all these creatures, and it's just welcoming you, and you're feeling safe, and you're feeling happy, and you're feeling young, and you're feeling fresh, and you're feeling like anything is possible. Now, as you open your eyes, you should be drawn towards the tarot deck that has a message here for you today. We've got pick a card read number 1, pick a card read number 2, pick a card read number 3. All of the timestamps are in the description. If the timestamps are a little bit off, feel free to put your own timestamps into the comments. I really don't mind. Private readings are available from my website. I've got a sale for Monday, the 20th of March 2003 till Wednesday. It's a flash sale. And I've added some other little things onto my website at the moment. You may want to go and have a look. I also have a pull a card page on my website. So if you refresh the page, it will randomly generate a tarot card for you. Then you can scroll down and have a look. So I do it every morning. I wake up, have a look at my card for the day, have a little read of the blurb, and I'm like, okay, that's my energy for today. Sometimes I pull 3, past, present, and future. So let's get on with today's third party situation. Are they going to leave the other person for you? Do you have a future together? Welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. I live in a little seaside town and I absolutely love reading tarot for you. Within a circle of protection, we're going to pull some letters to give you extra connection to reader number 1. The S has already jumped out, so we'll take that. Pull them down there. And we're also going to pull some charms as well to give you extra connection to the reading. So we have a landmark. For me, it looks like St Paul's Cathedral in London. We have a H, a B, an S. If any of them mean anything to you straight away, we have a JJ. We'll leave them there. We have an O. We have a Joe. And we have a C. We have a rainbow with flowers on. And I've never even seen that charm before. I did not know that was in there. So that's new. It's not new. It's been in there. I've just not seen it. We have grapes that turn into wine. We have your classical angel here from a past life. We have made with love. And we have an A as well. If any of them mean anything to you straight away, let me know. If they don't, there may still be messages within the reading that make the charms and letters make sense. So I'm going to do a third party situation spread between you, your person and a third party. I always call the other person that's involved the third party, whatever anyone's actual status is, just makes it easier. The third party is the third person that's furthest away from you. I'm going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons. Most importantly, 4 angels offering us a circle of protection so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. Down this side is you. This is always you. If this doesn't make sense for you, this isn't your reading. Down the middle is your person. Down the far side is the third party, who is the person who's furthest away from you. We have the connecting energy. What's going on? Things are going to get better. Things are going to get better. If you want a short answer, less than 3 minutes into the reading, they're going to leave. They're going to leave the other person, by the way. They're in the process of doing that. But you're bored with waiting and you're like, oh, yeah, whatever. Of course they are. No, they're going to. So you can go now if you like. Or you can stick around and I'll talk through the reading. And if you'd like me to do a private reading for you, they're available from my website. We have a 7 of Cups reversed. Although if this reading connects with you, you don't need a private reading. Just trust your intuition. The 7 of Cups reversed in the recent past for you is confusion. Not really understanding what's on offer, not really understanding where it's going, not really understanding what your person wants, and feeling utterly confused about things. Your person at that point had the 3 of Swords reversed. They were in heartbreak and pain. But the 6 of Cups was there in the middle of you both. It kind of feels like a recent past situation where the both of you have just been hurt, really, really hurt. But the energy and the connection between you both has been holding you both together. You don't neither of you want to give up on this. But it's been really painful and the both of you have been in a lot of pain. The third party at that point were like, yay, I've got my King of Cups, or they are the King of Cups. They had the 8 of Swords reversed in the middle of them both. And I'm like, well, who's the King of Cups then? Because maybe the third person just didn't even realise that things were going wrong. The 8 of Swords reversed in the middle of them both is your person shutting the third party out, not wanting to talk about things, not wanting to open up about things, kind of isolating themselves away from the third person. But the third person's like, oh, I'm the King of Cups, cool, calm, collected, full of love. I'm not going anywhere. This strong, stable energy. You know, well, who are they in a relationship with? Because it doesn't fit the reading. It doesn't fit what's on my table. A little bit delusional, probably. I don't know. You know your situation. That makes sense. So at the moment, you've got the Page of Wands reversed. You're feeling everyone's being selfish. Everyone else is getting what they want. You're not necessarily getting what you want at the moment. You're really confused. You're kind of thinking that it's time for you to be selfish. And I completely agree. I do agree with that. It's time for you to have happiness. It's time for you to put yourself first. It's not a bad thing to be selfish for a bit. It's not a bad thing to say no. It's not a bad thing to expect things from people, because it feels like for a long time you've not really expected anything. And sometimes it's okay to put expectations on people, read them the riot act, give them that say of, come on, if you don't actually change things now, I'm going. A bit of an ultimatum. You got the Four of Cups reversed in the middle of you both, but your person's got the Knight of Swords. If they're not in that at the moment, they're gonna come out. It feels like coming out of a door. I'm seeing someone coming out of a door, and they're coming running. I don't know if they just have a sudden realization how hurt you are and how fed up you are and how they really miss you and everything. But the Knight of Swords is their call to action, and it feels like them suddenly communicating very clearly. And it comes from all of this pain suddenly going. And I know that sounds mad, but we do have points in our life where we're in this absolute agony and turmoil, and then something washes over us, and suddenly we feel okay, and we have the clarity, and we suddenly see what it is that we need to do and see and communicate, and it's like a wave. It's part of the reason I called the channel Hope Tarot Daily, because I very much believe in hope. Hope can make the darkest times feel a little bit better. But yeah, it feels like this person suddenly realizing what they've got to do, and it comes from this Four of Cups reversed in the middle of you both, which is this really low energy, which feels like you've kind of pulled away because you've been so confused. So you're trying to look after yourself, and it's almost like they're looking over their shoulder thinking where you're gone. They've been taking you for granted. The third person at the moment has the Death card, which is things are changing for them. The Page of Pentacles reversed in the middle of them both. Your person's still shutting that person out. Your person doesn't want anything to do with them. They just don't. I am looking at that King of Cups for the third person and thinking, who is that for? That's not, is there someone else around for the third party? It feels like there could be. There's a massive transformation coming for the third party. They've got the Two of Cups reversed moving forward, and then they've got the Hermit reversed moving forward, which is isolation, rejection, disconnect. That's why I said right at the beginning, they're going to break up. It feels like the third person actually has someone else around from their past who they are interested in, or who's interested in them. They have a new relationship waiting for them, whether they're aware of it at the moment or not. They do. So moving forward, your person has the Eight of Cups. You have the Six of Swords, and then in the middle of you both is the King of Wands, which is this energy of you two coming together. Feels like relocation, feels like moving in with one another. It feels like moving to a new place together, new jobs. And it's almost like a sigh of relief of, finally we've made it, finally we're doing it, finally we're leaving this part of our life behind us and moving forward together. The Eight of Cups is about escapism, lifestyle changes, personal development, all of them good things. It feels like your person's going through a bit of a wake-up call at the moment. They've been in this place of pain where they've been completely ignoring the reality. And what they've been ignoring is they're losing you. And it feels like they suddenly realise they're losing you and they have to make a change. And the good thing about this is the third party doesn't really seem that bothered. Sometimes with stuff, the person that's getting left behind is very revengeful, don't want to let go. They don't mind. It feels like they don't mind. It's going to be a process. Every breakup or anything like that's messy, but I'm kind of looking at the third party thinking I don't really know what their place is here. They shouldn't really be here anyway, So that's what I have for you. The Six of Swords as you move forward, travelling light, getting to better times ahead of you. And the both of you feel like you're going to be happy. It feels like you're both leaving quite a bit behind. Baggage behind, If you go travelling on an aeroplane or anything that you put your luggage in control of anybody else, your luggage might go missing. So that's a little bit of a warning. Take hand luggage. or put your important things in your hand luggage. So that's a message there for somebody. Take it. Yeah, keep an eye on what you're taking with you. And don't take anything that you don't need to. I'm going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection so your angels take you on your way. Thank you so much for letting me read for you today. If you've made it to this point, you're now part of my secret Purple Heart gang. Hardly any of you make it to the end of the reading. If you've made it to the end of the reading, put a Purple Heart in the comments. Then I know that you've made it right to the end. Most people click on, click off. They're like, no, I don't want to hear this. So if you have stuck around, I really do appreciate it. If you're a regular, Rosie at the moment is cuddled up on my bed. Standard behaviour for her. It's cold today. It's raining today. She's very much itching for the hot weather to come. She's a pretty little tuxedo cat. There's a photo of her on my website. I'm doing a flash sale at the moment on my website, and I've turned memberships on my channel. If you want to support the channel, you can. You're not, by not being a member, you're not missing anything. If that makes sense, you're not missing out on anything. It's just there because I kept getting emails off people saying turn your memberships on. So I've given in and done it. Yeah, so that's there if you want it. I hope you have a lovely week, whatever you're doing. Let me know if you've got a garden. Do you like gardening? I've started growing things in my kitchen that I'm going to try and plant into my garden. I started gardening 2 years ago. I bought a lavender and I bought some sage seeds. They're all doing really well. So this year I've planted sunflowers and other little bits and pieces, and I'm going to see if I can keep them alive. Get them in the garden and keep them alive. We'll see if that works out well. But I really appreciate being here, and I will see you soon. Welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. I live in a little seaside town and I absolutely love reading tarot for you. Third party situation. Are they going to leave the other person and come towards you? To begin with, we're going to pull some letters within a circle of protection to give you extra connection to the reading. And we'll pull some charms as well. So we have an M and a W. We have a little pink bow. We have a love. If it wants to focus, that would be great. It doesn't want to focus. There we go, love. We got there in the end. We have maybe that's why it didn't focus. We've got a bottle opener, a corkscrew for wine. That's probably why I didn't want to focus. And then we have a starfish. A starfish, if it loses 95% of its body, it will grow back its whole body. It just regenerates, whatever the word is. So, I'm going to look at your third party situation. Is your person going to leave the third party and come towards you? When I talk about third party, I mean the person that's furthest away from you, whatever the status of the actual relationship is. You and your person is always the connection that I'm looking at the most. And the third party is always referred to as the third party because you don't have a connection with them. So, are they going to break up and come towards you? I'm going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons. Most importantly, for angels offering us a circle of protection. So I can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart. So we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart. I've had coffee. Coffee helps for a little bit and then I get burnt out. So down this side is you. Down the middle is your person. Down the far side is the third party. The third party is always the person furthest away from you. You are always here. Because if you were sat in my presence, that's the side where you'd be sat. And then we have the connecting energy. I'm like, what is going on here? Let's have a look. Put the deck down. Anyway, welcome to Hope to Have a Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. The first line is all about the recent past and the world. I don't know what's been going on with you and your person for a while, but it feels like you've been quite happy. At the moment, you're not. At the moment, things are not great, but it feels like you've been exploring quite a lot. Your person at that point had the Queen of Cups, and in the middle of you both is the Four of Wands reversed, which is one of my marriage cards. And then you've got the Hierophant reversed in the middle of you both at the moment, which is my marriage card. If these two people are married, it's their marriage that's in the middle of you both. If you two are married, because they're reversed, it's like things are all kind of up in the air. You know what it is for you. But yeah, I'm just going to take it as both the cards mean the same thing. And if there was two Four of Wands reversed, they'd both come out. So the third party in the recent past had the Seven of Cups. And then we have the Two of Wands reversed in the middle of them both. The Seven of Cups is about choices and options and trying to decide what to do. And then the Two of Wands reversed is whatever plans they were making fell through. The Queen of Cups and the world and the Four of Wands, it all feels like you and your person. Your person loves you a lot. They love you a lot. And you know that. You know how your person feels about you. You know how your person feels about you. Your person's let the third party down recently. It feels like your person quite often says to you, if only things were different, if only me and you, we've been married in a past life, it's like destiny, it's like fate, it's like soulmate, it's like you just get each other and just understand each other. But there's a lot of complications here because you've got the world. I'm kind of looking at that thinking, have you kind of been backing out of this connection in a way, but you've not been wanting to give up on it, but you've also been wondering, what else does the world have for me? At the moment, you've got the Hangman reversed. You don't want to make any choices at the moment. You're kind of stuck in limbo. You've got the Hierophant card reversed in the middle of you both. It kind of feels like the third party is stuck in the middle of you both. It's almost like you two are meant to be together. You two are meant to be married. You two are meant to be in union. But the third party is firmly stuck in the middle of you both. We've got the Nine of Swords in the middle for your person at the moment. They're really stressed out. They're not finding this situation very easy at all. It feels like you're in a mindset of, I need to make a choice. I need to know, am I walking away from this? I think you're fully prepared to walk away from this. Your person doesn't want to make the choice or decision just yet. And it feels like you saying to them, I'm not waiting forever. And you really mean it. It feels like you really mean it. You're not waiting forever. So at the moment, the third party has the High Priestess and they have the Four of Pentacles in the middle of them both. There's some financial thing that's keeping them both together at the moment. Because the third party's coming up as the High Priestess, they know about you. They know about you. Whether you think that they know. Whether they know it's actually you or just someone, but they know, then they've got good intuition. And it feels like a situation for the third party where they kind of know things are going on, but if they don't look at it, they don't have to address it. But in them, they are addressing it. They may not be talking about it. They may not have told your person that they know, but in it, they're working in themselves. They're working through what they need to do for them. At the moment, the third party is not ready to leave this situation because they're getting some kind of stability from it. But they've been weighing up their options for a while. If this is a couple that have been together for quite a long time, they've been thinking for a while that it's not been going the way that it should do. And there's something that happened in the recent past between your person and the third party that made the third party realise we don't want the same thing anymore. Feels like they've grown out of each other. But for some reason, your person's very reluctant to make that move. They don't want to be the bad person. They don't want to be the person that breaks it up. And because them two don't talk, your person has no idea that the third party is fully aware of everything, is figuring out how they're leaving, when they're going. And they're kind of fine with things. Well, they're not fine with things, but I've got a feeling the third party's going to use this whole situation as an excuse to leave. And you're in limbo at the moment. So you're moving on to the Three of Cups, which is really nice to see. And it feels like some kind of celebration with your friends and family that has nothing to do with this situation. There's quite a lot from your energy that's got nothing to do with this situation. I don't know if you've just been waiting around for a long time and it's your person's reluctance to make the change, to take that leap, that's kind of been pushing you away. Your person's in the middle of all this, completely oblivious to how everyone's feeling. They're just really stressed out. Your person is so stressed out that they're not actually thinking about how you're feeling or how the third party's feeling. They're feeling like, I need to do what's best for everyone else, but they're not really doing what's best for anyone. And by that, they're getting stuck, they're frozen, they're paralysed. They don't want to make a choice or a decision because they don't want to upset anyone. Where really, what you and the third party are both kind of okay to be set free from this, which you probably, if this is not your reading, you're like, well, no, that's not true. If it's not your reading, it's not your reading. Private readings are available. I've got a flash sale at the moment, but it feels like your person in the middle of all this at the moment is spiraling. And because of spiraling, they're not looking and feeling and tapping into what everyone else is wanting, realistically what everyone else is wanting. In the middle of you both moving forward, you have the moon. They have the King of Pentacles. And the third party has the Five of Pentacles reversed. Which is the third party shutting your person out. And the moment that the third party shuts your person out, your person starts putting the work in to try and make it better. And I think that's going to really annoy you, because for you, that would be, okay, well, the third person shut you out, so we can start a life together now, guilt-free. You can not worry about it. But because your person automatically tries to repair it, tries to fix it, it gives you the answer that you need of, well, do we have a future? If they're going to be fixing it with the third party, where does that leave you? You know, I'm going to pull some more cards because I want to know, like, is the third party actually going to go along with them two figuring it out? Because it feels like the third party wants a reason to leave. The moon in the middle of you both is the path between you both is not really going to go anywhere. It's like this path in the dark. You can still feel each other, but it feels like you're turning the lights off. You don't. It feels like you moving into a space of not replying to them, kind of. But it's like a weight being lifted off your shoulders. It's like, oh, well, okay, now I know how it is. Because your person's been avoiding really answering the difficult questions, or they've been given one answer and their actions are doing another. It's almost like you cutting yourself off from this puts you in this quite positive mindset. It's like leaning into your friends and family and leaning into your life and feeling all right, feeling okay. If this is your reading, let me know in the comments. I'd like to know the right people have got the right readings. I'm going to do a 9-card spread because I want to see, because they've got the Eight of Pentacles in the middle of them both, and your person's coming up as the King of Pentacles. They're going to be putting the work in to try and get that relationship back on track again. I'm going to do a 9-card spread. So I want to see beyond the 5 of Pentacles for the third party. What do they want? What are they going to do? Are they going to go along with it? Is your person just wasting their time? I'm going to split the deck into 4. So we've got the Death card reversed, stagnation. We've got the Emperor. And then we've got the World reversed, which is you down there. We've got the 7 of Wands reversed, the Magician, the Queen of Swords reversed, the Queen of Cups reversed, the Empress reversed, and the King of Wands reversed. Right, well, your person's going to be really silly because they're going to try and make it work with the third party, which means they're going to lose you because you had enough of it. And, you know, that speaks volumes, doesn't it? When someone goes running and tries to fix it with the other person, where does that leave you? It gives you no choice but you to look after you. You step out into the world again and you see what's on offer for you in a less complicated situation. The Emperor is them being really stubborn and them going, yep, this is what I'm deciding to do. The World's reversed, which is them losing you. The 7 of Wands reversed is they're being very defensive about it. They're trying really hard to make it work. The Magician, they're going to try really hard to manifest that this third party situation, this third party relationship's going to be okay. But the third party is going to cut them off with the Queen of Swords reversed because they're absolutely sick of it. The Queen of Cups reversed, they've come in as the Queen of Cups. They're not going to get what they want. They're not, because whoever this third person is, they've had enough of it. This has been going on for so long. They lost feelings for this a long time ago. And there's something recently that's really shifted. And it feels like they've been planning their move. The Empress reversed, the Emperor can't do anything to make it better. And then the King of Wands reversed, this whole mess is your person's fault. This whole mess is all your person's fault. You may have even got into a connection with this person not even knowing that there's a third party involved. They may have presented themselves as single, and then it was a bit of a shock to find out someone else was involved. They're going to break up. The third person's not going to let them back. And your person's going to end up with no one, or they're going to end up with somebody else. Because I don't think your person can be on their own. So there'll be somebody else around. But this is going to start a cycle of your person where they can't get happy. They can't find a happy relationship because they've gone about this the wrong way. Yeah. So let's pull. I want to pull 3 cards for you moving forward for your 3 of Cups. What a mess your person in the middle of all this has made. The third person's over it. They're just over it. They're just like, no, I'm not doing this anymore. They're fully aware of everything. But your person's going to say to them, what can I do to make it better? So for you, you have the Ace of Wands reversed. You have the 6 of Cups reversed. And then you have the Death card. You've got a massive transformation coming in a really positive way. The 6 of Cups reversed is you putting this in the past. The Ace of Wands reversed is almost you turning this off, going, yeah, I want something new, I want something different. And when the massive change comes for you, you're going to run with it and you're going to make the most of it. It feels really beautiful and it feels like there's a lot on offer for you. It's almost like you feel that you wish you had been set free from this a while ago. There may have been points before where you feel that you could have left, but if you'd have left too soon, you would have ended up back because you hadn't had all the answers just yet. You got really good things coming. So that's what I have for you. If this is your reading, let me know. I'm going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection so your angels can take you on your way. If you've made it to this point, you're now part of my secret Purple Heart gang. Really appreciate you being here. I've got a flash sale on at the moment and I've added some new things to my store. You might want to have a look. I've got a page on my website where you can pull a card, regenerate a card, refresh the page, you'll get a new card generated, and then you scroll down and read the meaning. I do it every morning before I get up. I hope you're having a nice weekend. I know this is quite a heavy reading, but if it's yours, you've got some really good things on your horizon. It's almost like you've been waiting to be able to let this go in a way, and you will let it go. And it feels like a breath of fresh air. It feels like, yay, got to make a sacrifice to move forward sometimes, don't we? And it's hard, isn't it? Anyway, I'm going to start waffling again, so I better go. I'll see you soon. Welcome to Hope Tarot Daily. My name is Angie. I'm a tarot card reader from England. I live in a little seaside town and I absolutely love reading tarot for you. Welcome to your pick a card reading. To begin with, we're going to start by pulling some letters within a circle of protection to give you extra connection to the reading. Oh. The V tried to run away, and we will pull some charms as well. So we have a white ring, and on the back it's like a brassy gold colour. We have a little white cat. Let me know if you've actually got a white cat. Got a strawberry. All these may have a meaning for you, they may not. They may start meaning things as the reading goes on. We have the Eiffel Tower. If you come from the UK, might be the Blackpool Tower. We have a gun. They make me nervous. Let me know what that means for you. We have a ballerina or a dancer, beautiful and elegant, but they go through quite a lot of pain and discipline. We have an R, O, K, K, F, and then we have, oh, it's done it again, a hyperactive V. So I'm going to do a third party situation spread. Are they going to leave the other person and come towards you? Where's your pathways forward? What choices do you have? If you ever wonder what decks I'm using, have a look on my website. I've got all my collection photographed and the names on there so you can source them. I'm going to split the deck into four elements, 4 seasons. Most importantly, 4 angels offering us a circle of protection so we can give and receive all of these messages with an open heart and an open mind. Down this side is you. That's the card that came up when we split the deck at the beginning. Down the middle is your person. Down this side is always you. If this doesn't make sense, it's not your reading. Down the far side is the third party. The third party is always the person furthest away from you, no matter what the actual status of anything is. I always call the third party the person that's away from you, because the connection that's important is between you and your person. Then we've got the connecting energy. You're really going through a rough time at the moment. So if you want a short answer, it's almost like you've had to forgive this person a lot. You've had to forgive them so much, for so much. And it feels like you're getting to a point of, I don't know if I want it anymore. But it's not yet. You're not there yet. But yeah, it does feel like you're going to get to a point of, I don't even know how I feel anymore. You've got the Strength card. That's why I say that you've had to forgive this person before. It feels like you've known them for quite a long time. They've had the Death card in the recent past. The first line is all about the recent past. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles reversed. You've given this person so much time. You've had to forgive them. You've had to forgive the universe. You've been really patient. You've been so loving. You've been so caring. You've done everything that you needed to do. You could not have put more energy into this. Your person's lucky to have you. And if they're not bright enough to see that, that's their fault. So in the recent past, with the Death card for your person, it's about transformation and change, or things just changing. And it feels like you could have gone through something recently with your person where you just feel like they suddenly changed. They may have stopped calling you as much. They may have stopped communicating with you. Their whole tone may have changed. They may have suddenly cut you off. But there's been something sudden happened and it just doesn't make sense. And it's left you feeling, I've given you everything. I've done everything I could possibly do to make this work. And how dare they suddenly change on me? And they just suddenly check. They've left me bewildered. They've left me feeling like this. Because it feels like possibly sudden silence or just a sudden denial of everything. And it feels completely unfair. The third party at that point had the Two of Cups. They were quite happy, and they had the Two of Wands in the middle of them both, so they were making plans. So when your person suddenly changed on you, they were actually making plans with this third party. And the third party believes they're in a loving relationship. And they were making plans for the future. So when all of this chaos was going on between you and your person was having quite a nice relationship with the third party. Have a little think about that. Because especially if your person's been leading you to believe that they've been on their own and miserable. No, they've been making plans and things have been going quite well with the third party. And so that's probably really hard to hear. And sometimes the tarot just says it how it is. And it's really hard. So we've got the Five of Pentacles for you at the moment. You're feeling shut out. You're feeling, well, what am I going to do next? You're feeling all of the things. You're feeling abandoned. You're feeling cold. You're feeling, how are they like this with me? Why are they doing this to me? And it's not fair. The situation that you've been left in is not fair. The Emperor, for your person, they're being stubborn, they're sticking their heels in. You've got the World reversed in the middle of you both, which is delays, disappointments, the breaking off of energy, the not letting things happen. They're the Emperor at the moment. They're not moving, they're not budging, they're not talking, they're not doing any of the things. They've made their mind up. This is what they're doing at the moment. And it's left you feeling like you don't know who they are anymore. I'm feeling quite emotional on your behalf, to be honest. The third party at the moment has the Ten of Pentacles or the Ten of Coins. We have the Star in the middle of them both, which is things are going quite well for the both of them. At the moment, they're going quite well. The Ten of Pentacles, the third party is very happy. The third party is very blissfully happy in their relationship. They're happy in their life. They're working towards the things that they want to work towards. The Star's in the middle of them both. They're both getting on really well. You probably don't want to hear that. No wonder you're going to be getting to the point if you don't want this anymore, because you deserve someone who's going to show up and love you and adore you and making plans with you. But then I'm looking at the third party as well, thinking if they knew what had gone on, they wouldn't be happy. They wouldn't be making the plans that they're making. That's for sure. It feels like you're looking at your person thinking, I don't know who you are. And I'll tell you something, the third party has got no idea who your person really is. Because at the moment they're being sold a dream and they're being in this happy bubble. They don't know who your person really is. They don't know your person in the way that your eyes have been opened to them. Moving forward, you've got the Magician reversed, which is why I said I feel you're going to get to the point of I don't even want to manifest them anymore. I don't want them in my life. I don't want them anywhere near me. I want to undo all of the times that I wished that they were with me. It's almost like, trying to move forward and disconnect from them. At that point, your person has the Temperance. And then we have the Six of Pentacles. If you're in no communication at the moment, there's going to be a point in the future where they reach out to you. And you're going to see their name pop up and you're going to feel... Whereas before, when you've heard from them, your heart has melted and you've been happy and everything. It's almost like you're going to see their name and you're going to feel disappointed. You're going to feel like, oh no, what do they want? I don't want to do this again. I don't have the energy for this again. I'm not forgiving them again. I'm not getting drawn back in again. And the Temperance, they're going to be saying the things that they think they should say, or the things that they know that normally gets you to the point of going, oh no, it's all right. You know, you get to the point of putting your feelings to one side to make them feel good. And they're going to try really hard to, I'm going to say, manipulate it. And the reason that that's happening is because at that point, the third party has the Eight of Swords reversed, which is almost a shutting down or a freezer now or something. And so the only reason your person's going to be coming towards you is because they're feeling pushed away, or there's something wrong here, or they've done enough to make things okay here, that your person's got free time and they're a little bit bored and they want to see if they can. It's almost like a game to them. And I just want you to remember that the whole time they've had you in silence, and the whole time that they haven't been checking up to see if you're okay, they've been quite happy over here. They've been very happy over here. It does feel like your person getting to the point of, I've solved the problem, I've now got free time and I'm bored. What's on offer? And because in the past you've forgiven them, it's going to take them a while to get the message that you're not doing it anymore. So in the middle of them both is the Knight of Rods, which feels like a house renovation. It's almost like whatever's being planned at the moment, there's going to be a project, maybe booking a holiday, maybe arranging an event, but the third person's going to be organising it. So that's what the Eight of Swords reversed is. They're going to be distracted organising that. And because they're distracted organising whatever it is, if it's house move, renovation, holiday, celebration, whatever it is, it then frees up your person to see whether you're going to forgive them again, if you're going to let them back in again. You're going to go round in that cycle with them again. And then that'll be the third party pulls the lead and they come back in. They have to go over there. Whatever your person's told you about the third party, if they've told you that relationship's over, they don't like them, they do. They do like them. These two get on really well. When things are going well, they get on really well. Your person's quite happy, then it feels like they're not going to ever leave them because they don't need to, because they get what they want. And it feels like them coming back to you to try and get what they want from you. And you deserve so much better than that. You deserve so much better than to be picked up and dropped, picked up and dropped. Why shouldn't you be the one who's in the house decorating it and living a life and being happy and being kept happy? And the third person has no idea who they're really in a relationship with. If the third person really knew what was going on, they wouldn't be happy. They may well stay in the relationship, but they'd be in a miserable relationship. I'm going to pull some oracle cards for you because I feel that we need to. It's a heavy reading. If you're still here and if you feel this is your reading, I have a lot of respect for you. Honestly, it's readings like this I know are hard to hear, and I know that, and if you were sat here with me, would probably sit here all day, finding your pathways forward, doing the work, letting you talk, letting you rant, letting you do all of the things, asking the cards all the questions that you want, you know. But you are going to get to the point of, I don't want this no more. I'm not doing it again. But they are going to come in hard, trying to sway you and pull you back in again, because they get something from it. I'm going to split the deck into 4. I'm going to pull 9 oracle cards for you. What do you need to know? Do private readings, but if this is yours, you don't need it. So once you get to the Magician reversed, you've got accelerated motion. It's almost like a weight being lifted off your shoulders, a responsibility, like, fine, okay, well, they've put me in this silence, they've hurt me this much. I'm letting go of them because I'm not letting them hurt me again. Obstacles and challenges is them trying to pull you back in again. Heartache and loss is all part of it. You're going to have moments where you feel like, yes, I know what I need to do, feeling motivated, feeling like, yeah, I'm never going to talk to them again. And then you can have moments where you just feel sad and you feel hurt and you feel betrayed and everything. And it's part of the process. It's part of the process, unfortunately. It's that healing. We have to go with the emotions but that doesn't mean that you have to accept someone in your life who treats you like this, because you deserve better. You've got an emotional loss, you've got the power. This is your strength and your power coming in. And it's coming from this pain and emotional loss. Because you've forgiven this person so much, it's going to take a lot to not let them in again. Got movement, choices and decisions. The choices are yours to move forward. Are you going to walk through a new door, or are you going to keep going back through the old one with them? Your passion's going to be ignited. You need to get a hobby or a new project or something that makes you feel like your happiness within you. Your destiny your destiny is away from this person. And then you've got foundations and achievements. You've got a lovely relationship ahead of you with somebody else. But you're not going to be able to have a relationship with anybody else until you've really let go of this person and you've really found your own happiness and been through your healing and doing what is right for you and not letting anyone mess you around and kind of getting into that mindset of I'm not letting them in. Make a playlist, the playlists of all the empowering songs of being single and getting rid of them. Was it Hit the Road Jack and all of that? You don't have to put up with this nonsense, because it is nonsense. You deserve so much better. You really do. Both of you do. But I've got a feeling even if the third party knew, they would just stay and be miserable. So you're one step ahead of them because you want better, and you'll get better. You will. You've got a lot of the passion, the destiny, the foundations and achievements. You've got pride, and you've got good things coming and lovely people around you moving forward. So that's what I have for you. I hope that you're okay. You do what's right for you because this person does what's right for them. So it's time for you to do what's right for you. I'm going to wrap you in a massive bubble of protection so your angels take you on your way. Thank you so much for being here with me today. If you've made it to this point, you really are part of my secret Purple Heart gang, especially if this was your reading, because it's so hard to hear. I really admire you, if you have stuck it out and listened to it. You will be okay. You will. So what are you doing for the rest of the weekend? What plans do you have for next week? If you're watching this in the future, let me know when you're watching it. I've uploaded this in March 2023. Let me know how long it took for the universe to bring you here to hear it when it was time to hear it. That's interesting. I do like that. I've got, lots of timeless readings here, and I genuinely believe the universe brings people to the readings when they're ready to hear it and they can use it to empower themselves. So if that's you, let me know. Put Purple Heart in the comments. So I will see you soon.